Remember how I was talking about those cookies last time? I brought them over here so you can see them. This box used to look way different, okay? It used to be, the box was this way, and like a lid would come off of it. And the lid had a clear plastic like thing in the middle of it so you could see all the cookies in there. For one, that box is bigger, which means the box came with more cookies. Inflation obviously states that we cannot have more cookies for more money. It's less cookies for more money. So, this box is really sad. But they're still the best cookies ever. Hi, Dennis. How's it going? I hope you had a better Wednesday than me. Today dragged. Because I barely had anything to do. Cookie inflation. Well, everything inflation, but also very specifically cookie inflation. Less cookies, more money. Make it make sense. I actually have no idea of the cost of the cookies before because I wasn't the one to buy them when I was younger. I'm also somehow, which means this box wasn't even full. It was probably full to like here. Halfway done this box. So that's upsetting. But they're really okay, this one doesn't look cute. The ones in the box look better. There's one in here that's not fully chocolate coated. Here you go, that's a good one. The best. And they're addicting. I want to get the one that's not coated all the way. Whoa, look at this. This nonsense. It's only coated on the back. What's up with that? I'm glad I ate that one now instead of being disappointed later. Anyway. Hi, y'all. I'm sorry about the accidental preemptive live notification. I was testing some Mix-It-Up bot stuff, and I clicked the test for that, and I was like, why didn't it do anything on stream? And I'm like, oh my god, it's only set up to send a Discord notification. I mentioned going live early tonight anyway, because we're probably gonna do some art afterwards, because I know this won't take that long. I'm hoping that we're on the very last bit, and then we can we'll finish the night with some art, and then either tomorrow or Friday, whether my boyfriend's coming over or not, I'll probably do some more art if I have stuff left to do, or Saturday morning, almost definitely Saturday morning. I'm expecting to stream Friday night, Saturday morning. I think my boyfriend's gonna come over tomorrow night, but I'm not sure. He's not sure. And if that's the case, we'll be doing something else tomorrow night, or Friday night, and then, Saturday morning, we're gonna be doing Planet Zoo new DLC, because I can't buy the DLC until Friday, so we have to wait until Friday. Which means I either will stream Planet Zoo Friday, or Saturday morning. Or both. Oh my god, Sneaky Nine! Talk about Sneaky Nines. Oh my god, Sneaky Nines? This whole game is Sneaky Nines. Crazy. Sneaky 9 doors? 9 sneaky people? I can't believe it. It might take longer than I thought. Ugh. Hi, Slan. Welcome in. Speaking of zoo. Sorry. My boyfriend texted me about dinner tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure I answer him. Thanks for logging in. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Awoo-zoo. Oh, yeah. So I remember I accidentally clicked on stuff. We're gonna end up in the pages of a book like that. Paleontology. Mother Nature. Hippie chicks. Thanks for getting second. Dude, hippie chicks? Really? Theory of evolution. And that Darwin guy. Yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution. I remember that part. He called it natural selection. I'm not sure where I am, but this is not clickbait. It's not. This is the end. We're in a library. That's where we are. Cambrian explosion. Do we have to click on every shelf? Colorful fish. Wow, this dude knows a lot of stuff. Why did mankind lose their tails? Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. The finale. Spoiler alert. Dude, he's a nerd. What do you want from him? Oh, okay. That's the section I clicked on last time. They're just gibberish. What if we like switch them around? I don't know. I think the top word spells open. Look at that. Open here, find bulb. Look at that. That was actually a piece of cake. Like, no joke. Powerful light bulb. Brand new. Really big, so it'll make a lot of light. Okay, that's all. Times are tough for aliens, too. Cosmic inflation! String theory. I don't need to read about string theory. I actually don't care what any of these books are about. There's a note on that table. Speaking of sneaky knives, and this will also be a spoiler, so watch out, chat. When you multiply 1438421, the safe and casket combination by 9, it makes 129450789, which is the true number of each participant in order. Who the fuck figured that out? Whoa! That's insane! That's insane. Why, they're like myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, but that is gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Dad kind. Owen. Shieldrake. Shieldrake. Sheldrake. Labor News. If Snake doesn't know what it is, fuck all. Primary number theory, analytical number theory, or geometry. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. It's a book named Algebraic Number Theory. I took a wild guess the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. A wild guess. Riemann hypothesis. What is there to hypothesize about with Riemann? Oh, it is Riemann. Isn't it pretty straightforward? Many factors. Length, girth, lubrication, and lack of... It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Gold box conjecture. But it's about jewelry. Math book. Why are all these math books? Nine sides. Look like music stands. Oh, we need 2 more light bulbs, okay. There's a glass inlay. Pretty big, and there's only 6 books in it. That seems kind of weird. Looks like there's something on the bottom. Can't really see it though, the glass is all foggy. Oh, there's like properly a lock on it, okay. This one's warm? What? What does that even mean? Can we go up there? Foundations of DNA. Some sort of comic book? Computer science. Photochemistry. Ah, haha, look at that light bulb. So I do have to literally click on every teletemporation. The ability to travel through time. Mind swap. That's disgusting. Can't say fancy technology stuff and I get along real well. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're gonna put me to sleep. Okay, this is open here, find bulb. Kids book here about Native Americans. Lilk? Or is that we're supposed to figure out that it says kill somehow? Which feels like it'd be next to impossible, but... Got Lilk? R? Where do you get R from? Where the fuck is there an R here? I feel like it's supposed to be these two somehow, but... For LK? I don't see the R at all. Buddhism. All of their like comments about all these books is really funny. Feels like I'm missing something. Cause you can't like zoom into all the categories. Can I like click on these? Greek mythology. It's like 7 and I don't exist. One of them was behind a book. The other one was behind this. I have a feeling one of them is down here somewhere. Pythagorean theorem. But these shelves, it won't let me, like, click on. I did that one already. Ah. SE5. What's the hyphen for? I can't get in here, but wait, hold on. Wait, what's the 632415? Did they really make that easy? 632. Wow, they really made that easy. That's crazy. There's the other light bulb. Whoa. I'm still missing. Oh, because I already probably. I need another picture book. Where the fuck? I swear I clicked on every shelf. All right, back we go. Just clicking on every shelf. I don't think these have anything to do with anything. They just look weird. So I guess we can go back upstairs. I probably do need those later. Oh, this is still the same one. would you start using real words? Okay, there's absolutely no way that this is on the bookshelf because I've clicked on every single. I'm gonna cry. It's like I clicked on every single one. Head. I should have did them in order. I was just about to say it. Sheldrake 5. Oh, I have to hold on. I gotta click on it again. I can't jump the gun.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of his collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a
Oh,
British
shit!
biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory.
Oh, it's the Funya Rimba guy!
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
It's the Funya Rimba guy!
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the
It's coming together.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh, very well, fine. I'll tell you everything.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's
but
go.
not
Let's go.
here. Let's move to the top floor.
Oh, shady. Doesn't mention
I
this in this
suppose I might as
timeline.
well start by
Junpei's
telling
alter
you why
egos
I
are
kept quiet,
starting to
and why I
blend.
made sure Clover did as well.
But does she mention it in the timeline that you need to take to get here?
To be honest, the explanation is quite simple.
He doesn't even know that he didn't know that.
Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
See? We knew!
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh, well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment?
Yes, I would, in
Yeah.
fact.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about.
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she?
So, if there were 9 people in this experiment, there are 9 people in each place. We know that some of the people on the ship were Snake, Santa, Lotus's 2 daughters.
At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains
Is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research
That
and
looks like
development division.
Einstein.
Musashido was their majority stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed
I
their
really
team,
wish it was
and
9.
they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonori Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with
Snake!
each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same result. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's
Human
just a
hive
theory.
mind.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Rat hive mind.
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstand. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of
I wanna
course,
do a handstand.
this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted
God,
through
they
the
make
field
this
and sent
sound
to the receiver.
so real.
And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought.
Like, it's real science.
That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly
Somebody
correct.
told us that and not
So
in this timeline,
why
I
did you
think.
bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total.
Siblings. That does make sense. Lotus has 2 daughters. These 2. Santa mentioned having a sister. Is Santa's sister the one that died? Oh
For
no!
reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver.
Oh no! Oh, he's back for vengeance.
They were split. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9.
Oh no!
The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been
Thought about it very. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and hard, and suddenly the answer appeared in your mind?
It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the Nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children.
Does that mean they're in
Q.
Building Q in Nevada? Because if it's exactly alike, and this ship is not sinking, like 1 floor is filled with water.
Solve the puzzles you find throughout.
If
the
they're
room.
on the ship, I doubt
When
the
you
ship
have
is
the
sinking,
answers,
is the thing.
Transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown.
Fair.
Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were supposed to have 40
Yes.
minutes.
I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing.
Santa?
They were brother and sister, like Clover and I.
Santa?
The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was Akane.
Nothing could have prepared me for that reveal. I'm gonna throw up. It's crazy. Well, you know, I was saying the whole time, like, she's gotta be connected somehow. Does that mean they don't have parents? I guess she never really did talk about parents. She never talked about her life at all. She only talked about her feelings for Junpei.
That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died? 9 years ago? Then, who is June? No. That's impossible. It can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
No, it wasn't.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Fine. Let's get back down there, alright? I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Well, so what am I supposed to do now? Oh. Oh shit. I think they show you, but everyone else is like, oh. Huh? 13, 14, 10, 13. It might be hex lettering, the other thing. It's +9. It's 22, 22, 23, 19, 22. Would I have to go to the letter of the alphabet that it would be? No, wait, it's... Would it be the letter that 13 actually is? So if it's 9 and then A, 10, 11, 12, 13 would be D. I was like, it definitely spells something. The password was dead, remember? You're such an old lady. Let's go, hurry up. It's the other door. I found it! I found it! Yay!
Alright, this is the next.
Oh, the door!
Look at that Titanic replica
Did that
right
just
there.
close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty...
But there is
Dead.
a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave.
In this I Spy ass room.
Yeah, that might work, but...
Hey, wait a minute.
We're not gonna talk about the Titanic
Are you
replica?
saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh.
Looks that way.
No way.
For real?
Look, there's an empty dead right there.
Well, we can sit down and wait to
Like
die.
all the
if
props
that's what
in the
you...
game
I'd
are
rather
here.
doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then.
His eyes appearing there is like really funny, actually. Whoa, this is where we're starting. I Spy ass room. I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. Parts of the puzzles we solved in other rooms. This could be Zero's lab. Machines and puzzles he'd need to see its plan to fruition. The map. This song is really funny. The rust on here looks like Elvis's face. old computer monitors, CRT monitors that much anymore. No, go away. Control panel, big screen. Puzzle! But just as she said this is probably related to the puzzle somehow. This really helps. Phone. At least my phone isn't dying so hard today. Okay, if A is 10, you think I can just get lucky with this? Wait, do I really need this puzzle? Can I just outsmart it? Now I probably... should be using math. Clickety click! Hold on. That's a really satisfying click noise, I will say. Don't forget to donate to the Bob Ross challenge. If you've been lurking around and getting some points over there. Okay, well. Right, so 6 and 4 is 10. L is 21. So 5, 1, and F is 21. Yeah! Thanks, Dennis. Five, 6, and 15 is 21. You're telling me I have to get all of these to turn on? Get it? All of these? Huh. Huh. Okay, F is 15. Four, 5, and C. 9 and 12 is also 21. I feel like I should write down every possible combination of 21 that's available here. Because this feels impossible. Like, this feels like you could probably... Oh, fuck. Yeah. I know how the puzzle works. I accidentally right-clicked and it took me back. This is so much math. The problem is, it should be predictable because you know exactly what's on every square. But because you can't turn them all on at the same... Like, it doesn't matter about the hint. Because it feels like the whole row needs to be lit up for most of them. Whoa, I did it! Nope. That was just me pressing buttons. Oh, I'm so cocky. That was amazing. The lid slid open and something came out. Cross emblem. Looks like I need 3 more of those. Steering wheel, cross, mysterious circle, and waffle. Hey guys, I still have my nautical chart sketch here. A pro streamer, pro gamer. Okay, so we want to go south, west, and then southwest, and then northwest, and then east. It's a great question. I don't know. We're gonna find out. And then north. It's not the same map. Wait. It's not the same map. South, east, no, west. Southeast, northeast, east, northeast. West. There it goes. Who's a good boy? Whee! Different puzzle? Excuse me. The Morse code puzzle. Thank you. No hit on this one? Wait, hold on. How do I know? Wait, I need to see. Go back. No, I want to. I don't know what he said. Am I missing something? We found her! That's what I was thinking too. She's here! Where else can I look? It doesn't really look like there's anywhere else to look, but every time I click on that, it's like there's nothing useful here. This one says all, and I bet this one says ice! What's the Morse code for ice? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Got it. I don't know. The answer was ice. Perhaps the coffin is a lockdown? No, but there is a thingy down there. A key? Oh, the Neptune key. Man, I really wish she was in there. I really wish she was in there. Oh, I have to like do it right. Is there gonna be a puzzle for every single one of these? Wow. We are the finaleing the game. Oh, I have to use them all? Without using 9. Steering wheel, cross, circle, waffle. Steering wheel, cross. Can you write that down, please? Yeah, that's wheel, steering wheel, cross, circle, waffle. Oh, I can't use one. I'm getting good at this shit by the end of the game, of course. I'm not reading their banter, I don't care. I didn't even notice that. Really? I never watched the show, but I think I know who that is. No, it wouldn't, but... I imagine it... Oh, because I didn't do that right. Two, 4, 5, 7, 8. Oh, fuck me. Has to be at least 3 numbers, like the notary games. You can't even do that. They're only giving me 4 numbers. Like, that technically works, but... None of these will work. None of these will work. I'm just trying every combination. I can't use 9. I can't use 9, 6, 3, or 1. Well, that's what I was trying to do. I was just trying to pick one, and that's kind of what I was doing with some of the other ones. Just picking one, and then like the rest of the numbers would follow. I know what you mean. Sorry, I misread your message. But like, I guess. But that doesn't work. It definitely has to be a particular... Well, so I was trying to get it to be 18, but none of the numbers are big enough to get to 18. Or 17, even. Does it have nothing to do with math? Does it have nothing to do with math, though? Is it gonna tell me to, like, go back and take the other shields out? Like, was I supposed to, like, put them in a particular order? Right. Six is June, 3 is Santa, 1 is Ace. Just don't leave them behind. Shut up. Thank you for the hint. That was a trick one.
A picture.
It's them.
What the?
Einstein.
What the hell is
Ace.
this? This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found.
The
murdered in
captain.
captain's
I
quarters.
was wondering.
He had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And the second man, with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the ninth man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit. Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this
You know
picture?
about the third guy?
Not only Ace, the ninth man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How?
Who's the
How in
third
the
guy?
world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently though. Ace, the ninth man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are...
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture?
I'm afraid I can't.
I'm afraid I can't see.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold.
What if it's Santa?
He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back.
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
The back.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. Huh. Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago. That means Ace, the ninth man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be. Why? Why am I not surprised?
Because you knew this
Ace was the
already.
one in charge of the Nonary project. And why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago. You were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
He kind of got kidnapped. How old is Snake if he was a kid 9 years ago? He's honest to God, probably like 20. Like, I would put him at like, he's like 20. Clover's probably like 18 or 17.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, I would have told everyone else.
So if Snake was in on, no, if Santa was in on this the whole time, do you think that Akane was actually his sister and like, he found this replacement girl who's also in on it?
And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei.
That's my
You think I
theory.
can borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido. Hongo Kubota. Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido.
But how would she know about Jumpy? Maybe Santa told her. Like, I'm convinced that she's in on it. And like Santa just like gave her a debrief of like how she needed to act and what she needed to say.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it. Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo Kubota. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary Project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all. My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
Dun.
Let me tell you what happened.
Everything.
Like Snake said, 8 from the right. The other 3 are Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
If that's the case, and this is Kubota, I'm pointing at my screen like you can see. The third person, if that's Kubota, and what if that's secretly Santa? I think Santa is either this person, but he might not be. I actually feel like he was probably Aoi. I probably said that wrong. Whose sister died in the experiment, and now he's back getting revenge on everyone who was involved.
How do you know all
so
this?
What is Junpei's involvement?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place. Before.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version.
Short version, huh? All right, fine. I'll give it a shot. No, promise. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
My man.
That's why I followed my gut that night. The Slim Lead was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely...
The third
I was
time.
investigating a mess of kidnappings. All of them it all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the man. My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings.
We're wrapping it
After a
up
little
here.
sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was taking. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. Bags, no doubt about it. I moved before I came out of hiding, with my gun already in my...
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too.
I know,
Just
right?
anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week. Not what you want. The fish here would love a meal.
I kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly,
He kind of...
there was a sharp pain in my neck. I need a drug. That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light.
So you don't know shit.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shh. I did a quick once. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink.
I don't know. Young Seven's kind of...
A toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy. I pushed and pulled. Not like I threw myself against. I knew it. I gave up.
So we already know this story, so I want to skip it a little bit.
I sat there for a very, then. The voice was far away, but I could. It was pretty high. Probably a little. Huh? No, it was. Where? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No. Left. I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing. And there, the bed had hit. I dropped flat, but I knew it in my.
Goofy ass
But then,
face.
Tonight,
dude's a
a ship is set
himbo
to take
for
the
sure.
children to a large passenger liner docked
Kind,
offshore.
beefy, and stupid? Well, he's not that kind.
whoa. Am I on that
Maybe
ship?
maybe he can be, but...
It didn't matter. I checked out the metal grate. I stuck my finger, and then...
He's kind of a himbo. I don't know if he's nice enough.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face. The first bit, wind up, I went from... and I'd been in...
Yeah. We've heard all of
Bastards,
this.
then.
Hmm, 18 is 9 times 2.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a messy young sounding voices. A bunch of them were... Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door
You
open.
found it!
What the hell is this? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top. And there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size.
Oh my god, the incinerator room has 9 walls?
The ceiling was an upside down funnel.
I guess you were too busy not
shimmer.
dying last time, not
I looked
noticing.
down. There they were. The kids I'd been searching for.
That white hair looks
They all
familiar.
gawked up at me, suddenly silent.
And
for the
that
moment. From
looks
surprise
like
and fear.
our snake.
Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell.
That looks like it was maybe
both,
June.
actually.
Or
Not like I
Kai.
can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So,
It is crazy that those rooms that we were in are like that close to the incinerator.
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kit. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again.
Lotus's daughters. It wasn't actually Lotus, it was Lotus's daughters.
I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. I didn't wait to hear them respond. It wasn't... I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. When I got it, I dove back into the... Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make
He
a
did
rope.
that in like a total of 4
Sloppy,
minutes.
but it
Like,
got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
right.
Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining.
Incineration will 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from a voice bouncing
that does
around.
make sense. It took about 10 minutes for him to get all that done.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
I grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other, he looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
If anything, 7 saved Snake.
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
So, because he forgot his memory, he didn't
Hongo saw
recognize
the boy
him.
hanging from the rope. It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the... Hurry!
I know.
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15, 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
Yeah!
Ace has Copagnasia, he didn't recognize them. So where does Junpei fall into all
Hongo
this?
had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How
And
dare
because
you
it was
compromise
Lotus's
this
daughter, she
experiment?
didn't actually know anyone. Akane isn't the real Akane, so she didn't know anyone. Except for Junpei.
Experiment? What
The
experiment?
other thing is, she really did have all of the same memories. Like, there was other endings where she explained their memories. And the scene in the bathroom where she was talking about the childhood and the person who tried to kill the class pet.
1 minute.
The school pets?
Old
Right,
man!
like...
What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down, but he nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door, but the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been
Clearly
shut
he
off,
made it
though.
out.
Wait, what? If he's still in there,
Yeah, that's not good.
that
You
meant
should've let
we
him
better-
die.
We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them to. And up and up and up. Our feet pounded the steps. Our arms pumping fast. We went round, round, round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
There it is! There it is! That was his sister! That was his sister, everyone!
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
Because these two...
Kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey kid, wait! God damn. I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket, and the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. The boy.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. I ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Connie was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated, and then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted. My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Her number is 5 in this.
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator. Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open, but...
Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
He started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you...
Came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Warning. Warning.
He went out the other door. The only other door in there is a number 9 door.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place.
Oh,
in
it started the
18
incineration over.
minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been.
You fucking
Like,
kidding
what
me?
kind of boat has an emergency incinerator?
It's the same damn thing.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
I know, but I don't want to know. Standard protocols.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
I'm really scared.
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out, I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah, shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost would...
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning.
She never even acted like his brother either. So I don't think it was really her.
The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running. We followed, too numb to... The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out.
And wait a second. You know what I don't understand? If they were siblings, one of them should have been in Building Q. So, Sussy 7 story?
And then?
I kind of trust Snake with my life.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki. You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
No.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
it was him.
You are correct, Detective. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do.
Right, so, okay, so I'm trying to think of how everyone managed to not figure out who the other was, right? So, let's start from the beginning. Ace wasn't gonna spill the beans, because why would he do that? Everyone would be after him. Snake got threatened by Zero. Santa is probably behind all this, so, of course. Who was number 4? Clover is related to him, and she wasn't gonna say anything because he told her not to. Junpei doesn't know shit. Akane, aka June, is fake, so she was gonna pretend she didn't know anyone. 7 is just now remembering all this because he had his memory removed miraculously. Lotus was the kid's mom, so she didn't know anyone in the experiment because the kids never talked about it. And Einstein was one of the people from the pharmaceutical company who started this all.
I couldn't say
But he
anything
died
about what
first.
happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. All right, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother? There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like, a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
Who's the 4th person?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonori project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
No, I
You mean
forgot
this was all
about.
just
I forgot that
revenge?
Einstein was part of it.
Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro
Oh,
Hongo.
Ace, obviously.
The person who planned the Nonori project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the X. Come on, let's go.
Time's up. Key card 0. Where even is the exit? I don't remember that perspective before. Where is the exit? Oh, here it is. Oh, this is the other door back to the library.
Huh.
Gained
I
all
think the shaking
memories of
stopped.
escape in 999. Seek a way out again.
It would seem so, but we are yet.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card too. Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go.
She is insane.
Okay, Neptune key. Yes! I think it unlocked.
There's the incinerator.
Incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
What
Then
do you
there ought
mean?
to be a
He
lever
saw
near
it
the
from
door.
this side.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it.
He said he was on the outside looking
Let's go.
in.
What the hell is going on? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
Who the fuck are
I'm
you?
so glad you're here.
Hey, what happened?
I just fainted. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
They? Lotus!
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Ah. We're here
Ace.
again. Who the fuck are you?
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
You have me at a disadvantage. And I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to
Who
me.
fucking who? He doesn't even know how he know that.
This is a waste of time anyway.
This shit's so funny.
It's time for me to go. First is give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye.
Why is he like kidnapping women?
Wait! What? Why isn't it opening?
Because the ninth bracelet isn't really 9.
One more time. Now open!
It's not.
No!
Wait, so whose is
What
it
is
right?
this? Why?
Somebody's
The
isn't
digital
right.
route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening? Now!
Is the door locked?
No!
Maybe.
Ugh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
I missed her.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good.
Huh.
Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out,
Dumbass.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, You had 4 motives. 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself so that you could make. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me.
That's true.
But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me? Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red, verified your own number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in.
Which is crazy because that means that he had a 2 bracelet.
9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed.
1 and 2 is 3, and then he had the 9 bracelet.
And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there.
Oh shit.
Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took, and then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote.
Fully well. That Ace is a kid.
But that wasn't really what you were after.
Oh, sorry. I have a shelf underneath my desk and I have my foot up on it and I put it in the wrong spot and it like tilted a little.
Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate, but what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why?
Because
so
of this.
who is Junpei?
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1, there are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please, Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet. In many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap.
Murderer.
But yes, it was Zero's trap, and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah, by manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his
Cry
own
me a
hands.
fucking
All of
river.
this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then. Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kur. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago.
So who is Jack?
I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
It's June.
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things?
June!
You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone. Right. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
7! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's
Maybe
about
it
to
was
explode!
all just a dream.
What was the nonary project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information?
Do you think that he had twin sisters? But that wouldn't have made sense. Maybe he had twin sisters. Maybe Akane was a twin. Maybe Akane was a twin.
That was
And
what
the
this
other one
experiment
died.
was
And
conducted
she,
to
like,
determine.
Akane died, and this is just her twin.
There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. But there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed?
This is like the end. Like the end.
Were you surprised when you found out Ace was
Thanks for logging in.
homegoing?
Hi, Red.
And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
Ah! Oh my god, that's such a funny spot to raid in. Welcome in, friends. Hi, Shay. Hi, friends. Hello, Super Mina. Welcome in. Oh my god, Red also being in the raid is very funny. Hi, friends. If you don't know me, my name's Nat. Part-time streamer, full-time graphic designer. We're here. I hope you've enjoyed stream. I have to give you a shout out because my mods are busy. But if you're not following Shay, you should definitely be following Shay. I actually might also be in that raid. Yeah. How is Pokemon? Hi, bestie Dennis. Hello, friends. How was stream? How was your Wednesday? Oh my god, I still have the Morse code open, because how the fuck am I supposed to know the Morse code for ice? Thank you for the raid. I hope that you had a good stream and you had a good day. If you need to run away, you finished the first part of the DLC. There's a DLC out? As to see how much I'm in the Pokemon community. Fun-ish. Zero Escape is almost over. It's crazy. Well, this game is almost... The 999's almost over. We still have 2 more games left, but we're getting to those. We're wrapping it up. It's kind of insane. So I guess, like, spoiler alert if you don't want to be spoiled. Although the games are pretty old by now, so, like, do what you want with that information. So if you have to go get some water, go get some dinner or snacks, go do all the things, go to the bathroom. I too am almost out of water. I was maybe gonna draw if I had time, but this is actually this is taking longer than I thought it would, because it's explaining the entire story. Worth checking out if you like plot twists, mysteries, and puzzles. Gonna get dinner, enjoy your dinner. I hope you have something yummy. I did not. I had dinner, but it was not very good. But that's what you get for, like, getting a frozen meal. Titanic meets Saw. Plot twists in this are insane. Like, absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. We've had like 6 different plot twists and like the whole story still isn't explained yet. So we're gonna get back to it, but thank you so much for the raid and for bringing your wait till the aliens get here to bring your friends here. I hope you enjoy your dinner. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in 2. Just kind of like our flowchart. Like an upside-down Y. The river flows from top to bottom from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backwards. That's not true. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backwards. That's why people As the river source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. The people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the ninth letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. That's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where did she go? June. Oh, Akane, where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover... Oh, shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got a gun. I want to make that like a Christmas song. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? So we're 0? Merry Christmas! Santa's got a gun. Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I don't think I would either. He just looks drained. Going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door.
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
You can't get through any number of doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? My fucking, you know what? My exact fucking thoughts right now. What the hell does that even mean? Oh god. Goodbye. And it's shut. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. The 5 of us can't open this door. There's 8.
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Well, Winnie Danger and Epiphany. Junpei's voice isn't even voiced here. Ever again. Oh, that it sounds like a marker. Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
2, 4, 5, and 7, which would leave Lotus behind.
What? And there's no other way?
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
What if... Where the hell did that come from? She expected that about as much as I did.
Without... If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
Oh.
Bad?
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Oh, that's
Me
voice.
too.
You didn't honestly think I'd
Very
abandon
strange.
you, did you?
You're all...
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see your Why is some of this not... He does have a soft core.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this?
I mean,
Why?
they have to, I
The
guess, or
digital
not.
route should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why?
This
Why
picture
isn't
is
it
so
opening?
funny. She's wearing heels this entire time.
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
Give it a shot.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Hi, Emmy.
You think maybe
Yeah.
they changed the settings?
We got a lot of good shit going on
Perhaps.
right now. So true. Why don't you just all try together? Why don't you just all put... Why don't you just all... This is the end! Ah! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Oh, I didn't even see that up there! I'm stupid! Spoilers beware. Emmy has played all the games also. I'm stupid, I didn't see that up there. That's new? I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Oh, for me. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb got off and the ship was gone. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. Ah. I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you could think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Yeah, I did notice that. It becomes difficult to separate them, which movie is which. If I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
This is definitely Lotus's kid. We ran down the long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the notary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Her 9th birthday? Oh my god, she got kidnapped on her birthday? Crazy. Good God.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who
Wait,
can't
like her
see,
name was
collecting 9
Clover?
of
Like
a very
actually?
specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her.
They never specify that Clover's not her real name?
Since it's her
like
9th
that Clover's
birthday,
her real name?
I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Don't have a concrete answer
For
to
their
that.
sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
I took one too. Eventually, it was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected.
The tension of only a few minutes before he was gone, we were calm. We ran around the ship for a while longer, and I opened several of the numbered doors till we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. There were 2 doors with the 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Yeah, it's not a Animal Farm situation. Found ourselves in a... That's the right book, right? Was that the right reference? I don't even fucking know. There are only 5 people who escaped.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies. That's probably the one I meant, honestly.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
You know what's crazy? The fact that they planned this and it included...
Repeat, emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Psych!
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
See, he said that only a few of them were in there.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue.
Oh, he saw them all first, and then by the time he went to go get his rope or whatever, they decided that some of them were gonna leave. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Nona. Who's Nona? Nona was, I think Nona was Lotus's kid. Yeah.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
She had a present for him?
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. No, she's a dumb bitch.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back. Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I spun around and broke into a run. I felt his hand close at my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me!
A I shook my body and flilled my arms, trying desperately to get him to let go of me. I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like him.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Akane!
The door to the stairs flew open and my brother burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again as he left toward Hongo.
You came back!
But then...
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Ah!
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo strode between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, fists clenched. But those fists never reached him. The door slammed shut. His face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. He turned away and walked to the bed that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets, waved them both over the scanner. 2 asterisks appeared. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself. He said nothing and walked past me as I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I can hear someone pounding on the door behind me. She got out of there because he threw the bracelets away.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
Wait, they were on the other side of the number 9 door? Oh, that's why Seven was like, oh, I've never been on this side before. Oh, he's only been on that side.
Help me! What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
And started again.
Warning, warning. Emergency
Thanks for the follow,
incineration
Linux.
command has been acknowledged.
I might have said that totally wrong. I'm so sorry. Oh god.
Incineration
Wait,
will
is
begin
it-
in
Is it Linux? Did I say that right?
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit, man, I knew what I was gonna- Oh, this is Junpei. I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Blinksy. Okay. Thank you. Welcome in.
I'm sorry, Lotus,
Big
but we
spoiler
really
alerts,
don't have time to explain
if
it
you
right
haven't
now.
played 999, because this is the very, very end. I've been following for like months now. Oh my god, no worries.
I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
Yes,
what
Clover.
kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate
We're not
means.
5.
Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want.
Like-
But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
I knew she wasn't gonna like that. The floor, it's moving. No, for real. They really just opened up a goddamn
hell is
puzzle
that?
in the floor.
What is that?
Oh. The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. The contraption. It kinda did. It was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. It's a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Ah! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. It's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. What the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Yeah, let the computer genius figure it out. We're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... What the fuck is this shit?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Maybe Akane will tell us what to do. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle,
the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
The contraption is right. The goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin.
Tell me this is not actually timed. Can you really do this? My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I'm sure I had to solve it somehow, but no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot, so tears poured over them, and then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. This dude. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was
It's
still muffled.
simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
No shit, Sherlock! I bit my lip and glared at Hongao, struggling to hold back hot tears.
you're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty.
That's not true.
See? I've even left you a way out.
Oh, wait!
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it?
I really would like to
You'll
not
only
see his
capture me and
eyeball.
make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3.
4. And she's
Hey,
5.
Akane, what's your number? You really aren't one for listening, are you? I've already told you, didn't I? In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
Who is this dude?
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. I imagine it'll be very painful.
I don't want to hear his terrible laughter, actually.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was gonna die. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I wonder if this connection, if that really is Akane and she actually did live after all of that. Do you think that this connection is gonna explain her random faint dizziness, migraines? The doll. Oh, it's a gift from him.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
They don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. Doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
This was literally just Sudoku? God, I wish this was Sudoku! I'm amazing at Sudoku!
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I'm so good at it. I wish it was Sudoku.
Jumpy!
Akane!
Jumpy!
Akane! Akane!
Yes, I am! How did you know?
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
Incineration.
But why is he the one connected to her?
7 minutes.
And how did Santa know? There's still so many questions.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
Changes they made to this part was one of the most upsetting changes. Really? Oh, I can't wait to hear about it. I wish this was still Sudoku. Ugh, that shit sucks. Because they are boy and girl. I guess. Is it because she had the doll from him in her pocket? Like, but the doll he gave to her before she was in the... Love conquers all. I get everything now. I know I were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this is planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. Like, actually, like, I'm glad they acknowledge it. Like, this is fucking insane. Only one possible answer. June is 0. Is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. But how is she 0? She's trying to save herself right now. There's only one thing for me to do. This is a paradox! Yeah. I said that and then I read your message. Did they mention paradoxes in this at all? Because that should have been something that's a repeating theme, besides the morphogenetic field thing. Like Back to the Future.
Incineration will begin. 6.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, where is June in the room? Why did she disappear? My heart burned with my feelings for him. Solve, conquer, solve.
Hey, what are you?
Just trust me, okay?
I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. Oh! You're right. I'm dumb.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Seek a way out? Seek a way out? I mean, like, seek a way out, I guess, but like... Am I timed here? Why isn't this just Sudoku? Numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. Numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares, but this square at the bottom... Why does it stay blank when I press hint? Makes the numbers disappear. Trying to find a word. Trying to there being two words. What could it mean? Does this have to do with the fucking, the 9 base 10? Wait, so if I switch these out... I gotta play some video with the fellas, but I'll be ready to talk about this tomorrow. Okay, don't be mad at me if I get Dennis to look this up for me, or give me some answers. Cause this is bullshit. You don't think so? Just look at all the letters you have available and form a word. Needed a walkthrough for the puzzle and he got heated as fuck trying it. So I can only switch it with what's up there. Try my best. I know, I'm looking. I'm pretty good at this stuff. I'm good at word games. Why is there an empty box here? Switch on a yellow square, the numbers will show up in the hint change too. Numbers are affected by the adjacent square. When I switch out 3 to 5, the hint number increases by 2. But the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. I literally have no idea what the numbers mean, but I don't think you need them if you just form the word. Really? Okay. I need a bigger piece of paper than these fucking sticky notes that I've got going on, but it's fine. I've been training every day of my life for this moment. I do the Wordle every day still. What do I do with that? What do I do with that? Is the password? The puzzle is such a lame substitute for the clever thing they did in the original. It's not so hard, really. Apparently it was just Sudoku. Is it 0? It has a lot of letters. Is it 9? The movie presentation was really cool. I remember being moved by it a bit. Was I supposed to figure this out? Oh, the number pad. My ass said number. How many 9s were there? 9, but how many of them? I did that. No, I didn't. I typed out the number 9.
Yes, that's it.
Solved the final question.
Did you get it?
Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean,
I don't know what that
really,
is.
You
Also,
solved
hi,
it for
Clef.
me, but
Welcome
I
in.
copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been
Jumpy!
It's not.
It worked! It
No, I mean, went away to go play
incinerator shut down.
friends with his,
It
play
worked.
games with his friends. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew. Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Hang up.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
Now.
Someone who just
Junpei,
saved your lives, guys.
Are you...
You're right on the nose, the Akane fever. Shut up every time you made a wrong decision because that path means Akane burns to death in the past. Wrong decision. That's funny. Well, it's not funny. It's fucked up, but like, wow.
Okay.
Ah, shut it.
So she is 0. And she is the one who set this all up so that way she would be saved. So it's in obscene time loop. And he and I was right when I said that Santa, they were both in on it together. Insane.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Hit it again, and again, and again.
Incineration will begin 60 seconds.
Uh-oh. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2, 4, 5, and 7, and 8. And door 9. It isn't a 9! It's not even a number!
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Put the right number in the red
Incineration will begin 30 seconds.
Come on, it's such a complex thing.
Run, guys!
Head
Get
up.
to the door! Run! Quick! Verify...
Verify? Who?
Everyone!
All of us! We all...
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions?
Just do it! It was never a 9.
Incineration will begin in
Well, it was a 9 before.
10 seconds.
It's not a 9 now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
In the past, it was a 9, but it's no longer a 9. Thank fucking Christ. Oh yeah, they have to all do it on the dead. Okay, so if this was a time loop and June disappeared because Akane died, even though, but now he saved her, so where is she now?
Shit. Looks like...
Looks like we made it.
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
Nothing. Wow, I was not expecting this to be another 3 hours. That's crazy.
Akane!
Oi!
Oh.
Aw. Oh, she took the bracelets with her. Oh, thank God. Thank God she took the bracelets with her. Oh my God, I was like, what if... Skull emoji?
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Can't wait to breathe real air again. Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabet. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21,
All of
M
this
is
while they're
22.
running up the stairs.
N is 23. O is...
Yeah, and? What comes after?
Oh,
Q.
26.
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase q.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. His ass did not figure that out. He made that shit up. Don't have time. Like a bullet down a rifle barrel, like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Running on the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! Pants! Pants!
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Or the sea!
Yes, we're finally here.
Please.
Oh my god, lights? I was waiting for a you found it. I feel like I can melt. My heart was at peace. Not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us would have been kidnapped. Finally able to escape. Now see if this ship sank.
It's over.
Yeah.
Finally. She has siblings. So where did June, Akane, get all this money to do this again? Only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like
No way.
they're not on a
What?
boat.
It can't be.
This is...
It's not a boat, it's building Q in the middle of the desert.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Like I said.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Why would you be so smart? I've never been so happy to see a sunrise. Look at an ATM card, that's it. Nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. Yeah, but how did Einstein blow up? And how did the other guy blow up?
Akane.
I don't know.
Jumpy.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. The evil people got bombs. Is she dead? We'll never know. Oh my god, this all of that story was just to scare you when you find the coffin. Yeah, we're gonna watch the credits, Lily. This was incredible. I feel like I should Google what that original last puzzle was, but I know my boyfriend will probably show me tomorrow, so. So you're telling me that I didn't need to go through all of the endings to get there? Like, I feel like I probably could have just, like you said, like there was one ending that led you to the true ending. Sudoku, but the way they implemented it was crazy. Yeah, Emmy will probably tell me all about it tomorrow. I'm sure he might even look up a video of it. Like, she shouldn't have even been in the Nonary games to begin with. Also, she's insane for programming their numbers to be wrong. Like for Santa's number to be something else and her number to be something else.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
On a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun.
How does it look
set.
then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
She grinned and...
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
All 9 of them fit in this car?
This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around. And there's no
They let her
Hey,
drive?
Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
I get why June would have disappeared, but why did Santa disappear?
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right?
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
Yeah, fair.
And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Drenching a kitten in gasoline. Somebody ran up to them.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
He jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast
Help
as I
me!
could.
Officer, please! You have to come with me!
Always saving the little animals.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
Yeah, I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies. They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project?
Am I dumb? Where did Ace go?
Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Oh, he's in the trunk.
Hey, Were you listening to us?
Yo, bastard.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set,
God,
perhaps by peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it so, if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, you can supply it. You see, the human collective consciousness.
That's enough out of you, pal.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I catch him when I finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Gotta behave.
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
It's a mandrake.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Sopor. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Tape's going back on.
Here, this is for you.
I don't think it was at fault, because he said he found it, like, during, like, I guess probably before the experiment, but...
What's this?
This is, for you, doll.
Butterfly effect thing. His name is Junpei. Aww.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Ha 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 ha. That's how they have control of each other, obviously.
I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
I get it.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
After June, got it?
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give it me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, the other thing that got me was the pop-up, the kids' pop-up book that had a Native American on it. Like, you're showing your age game.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you.
Thin ice!
I promise.
Thin all ice. I definitely said it before it came up, okay?
I'll never forget you either.
Mm. Same hat. let's say that it makes some kind of insane sense. The other thing, you know what I don't understand? The point of the experiment, I know they're probably gonna say something about this. The point of the experiment was that it would be at the same time morphogenic fields. Why were they able to reach 9 years into the future and past? Yeah, I guess she's just a special case. How do I make sense of it 7 years? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. He said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was way toward the truth, 7? You look satisfied. No. No way.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What? Hmm?
Huh? Hmm? It's her. It's her! Don't forget your towel. Finished all scenarios. 999. Cliffhanger, I suppose. Wow, they're really not fucking around here. Yeah, so you needed this one to get here. But it's weird because you needed, if you were to do this, the right ending kind of in 2 shots, you'd have to go this way, and then get all the way to here, come back and do this. Right. The only thing that they don't ever mention again is Lotus's daughters. We know it because of this ending, but I think if we hadn't done that, we wouldn't have even known that. It's like the only time it's mentioned. It's never brought up again. Okay, friends, you can miss that information. I was not expecting this to be a... How do I...
What? Ow!
Do I have to...
Ouch! God damn it! Ah! What the hell?
Oh, I can go here? Yes. Anyway. No. I want to go into the second game knowing less than I knew this game. I was not expecting this to be another 3-hour stream, but it was. That was a really, really long finale. This game was amazing. I'm glad we watched that end credit scene. It was also a really long, like, post-credit scene. And I'm glad it was just a scene and that I didn't have to do anything except, like, click through. So what we're gonna probably do is start Virtue's Last Reward is what it's called, right? We're gonna probably start that next week. I'm probably gonna be doing Friday Planet Zoo, Saturday morning Planet Zoo, and then if I stream Sunday, which seems unlikely, it'll probably be more Planet Zoo. We're probably gonna be doing Planet Zoo all weekend, and then we're going to do a we'll start Virtue's Last Reward. I should look up how long those, like, that game is, like, the amount of hours it takes. So I'm, like, prepared. It's longer? Okay. Because this was 6 streams that were all about 3 hours long. This is, like, 18 hours, give or take some change. 25 to 30. Okay. So that'll be a few more streams. That'll probably take a couple of weeks to do. I'm tempted to wait until the new year to play it, but I think we can finish this one before the new year, I'm hoping. If I basically stream like nothing else. By the way, Saturday, our friend Tall Samurai is doing a charity stream of his own for Johns Hopkins Children's Hospital, and you should definitely check it out. He's doing a 12-hour stream where you can make him suffer greatly, and you definitely should, and it'll be a lot of fun. I might pop in and out of there, because I don't really have many plans on Saturday, so I might be at least lurking around in there, and try to donate if I can, and it's gonna be great, so you should definitely check that out. In the meanwhile, we're also still raising money. If you want to doodle, you can donate during any of my streams ever. And this has been super fun. I love this game. I cannot wait to experience the rest. And I'm hoping that I learned something from this game and that the puzzles are in any way, shape, or form related. Probably not. I feel like they were... It builds up. Okay. So I'm really curious to see where the next games will take us. We probably won't do all the endings like that. For all the rest of them, we might just like get what we get. And maybe do like 2 endings or something if we have to. Because I think the other 2, because they're longer, they have more ending variations also. But thanks for being here, Dennis. Thanks for sponsoring the stream. I honest to God, like, I'm really enjoying these games. I'm so glad that I'm able to play them because I've been having a really good time. Not really how the other ones work, but I'll see. Okay, cool. I have to get rid of all these fucking stupid ass sticky notes that I have built up from all the puzzles in this game. But these are all trash. Anyway, good night, everyone. We'll see you again Friday night, most likely. Have a good night.